So I want to go on here today and make a quick video, a pretty quick video, I would say. So today I want to talk about why, as a man, you should not really want to date until you have your life together, right? So let's get right into the video. So let's be honest, right? I mean, for middle school and high school, it's a different ball game. You know what I'm saying? But when you're older, let's just say 20 and up, right? If you like in college or out of college, or no matter what you're doing with your life, right? No matter long as you 20 and up, I would say you should not want to date until you have your life in order, right? So if you think about it though, right? Let's be honest here, right? Most men want to be in a position where, they could lead, like they want to have a family one day, they could lead their home, they could lead their wife. But you can't really lead a family, or you can't really lead your relationship as a man if you just don't have your life together, right? Because think about this, if you don't have no plan for your life, how can you have a healthy plan for a relationship? If you don't got a plan for your life, how can you have a plan for a family one day, right? So I remember one day, I made a comment to some people that I was around, and they took it as harsh, right? Once again, this YouTube channel is for motivational, inspiration purposes only, right? So I made a take saying that if you working a job, right, that you're not happy with, and you don't really have a game plan to do better, or you're in a situation where you feel like it's dead end, and you're just not happy with your life situation, you have no reason dating, right? Cause let's just say you're 24 years old, you work at McDonald's or Burger King for a living. You don't have no game plan to put yourself in a better position, or you don't have no game plan to go out the career that you really want to be in, right? Why would you get into a relationship? Honestly though, right? Like seriously though. Like yes, there's nothing wrong with wanting to love someone, you know what I'm saying? Yes, there's nothing wrong with, liking people. But my thing is, you're not in a position where you could be in a relationship, right? I'm not saying you gotta have your whole life together that day, but you want to have a plan that you're going towards. You want to be chasing your purpose, right? Because I just feel as if when you working these dead-end jobs, right, you don't have no plan to do better, right? And the woman that's in your life, she might ask herself questions, right? I'm like, okay, we talked about having a family one day, we talked about getting married one day, but this guy don't even take his own life serious. So like, I'm just, okay, let's just say this, right? A woman, I won't even just say common sense, a woman with a right mindset, right? They'd be like, okay, me and this guy, we talking about getting married one day, we talking about having a family one day, but he don't have his own life together, right? So how will he ever be able to provide for our family? Or how will he be able to lead our family when he always upset, he always mad, and he always miserable because he in a job he don't want to be in, he don't really have no game plan to do better? You get what I'm saying? Wouldn't you agree though that it makes life a lot more easier when you are doing something that you enjoy doing, and it can help you be financially stable? You know what I'm saying? You are in a career field with great benefits, or you just enjoy what you do for a living, and the work you put in shows. Like who wouldn't want to be in a career field where the work you put in shows, right? What you do with your life shows, and you're confident in what you do for a living, right? And it boosts your mind. It boosts your mindset. You get what I'm saying? It puts you in a position to provide for your family. It puts you in a position to lead a relationship, right? Obviously, when you're in your 20s, for a lot of us in your 30s too, you ain't gonna have it all figured out, you know what I'm saying? But you want to be working towards something. If you're not working towards something, that's where the problem is at. I mean, everybody start from somewhere, right? Okay, if like for example, if you're in a job that you feel like is dead end for you, but you working towards a bigger goal, that's how that's you doing it correctly, right? But when you just complaining and staying the same, right, and just want people to feel bad for your situation, how would that ever help you be in a better situation? We gotta think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the biggest causes of poverty is, right, when people have kids too early, right? Think about this. If you broke, okay, let's just say a guy you broke and the girl you with broke, y'all both broke, y'all have a kid way too early, right? So y'all already in poverty. Now y'all brought a kid into this world. Now that kid got to go through poverty too. That kid not asked to be here. That kid not asked to go through that, right? But you took it upon yourself, like, we want to be irresponsible. We're not ready to have a kid yet, but we're going to bring a kid into this world anyways. You get what I'm saying? So now you brought this kid into this world, and potentially this kid is struggling. You know, you're trying to make ends meet and stuff, right? You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Think about it, right? I'm not trying to bash about putting anybody down. But one of the smart thing to do before you have kids is be in a good financial situation where you can provide for the kid, where y'all not in poverty and y'all will be able to afford emergency stuff. Let's just say this. Let's just say you only had $50 in your name for the next 3 weeks. Emergency incident comes up, and this costs like $300, but you won't have it for the next few weeks, right? Won't that make you feel some kind of way, like you wish you had more money? That's the point of this video. Like, as a man, right? You don't want to have kids too early. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to dedicate your whole life to a relationship when you know you're not the man that you need to be for this family, you know, for your future family, for the future relationship, right? Because you gotta think about it. If you're not holding yourself accountable for your life, you gotta understand that being in a relationship, your actions affect the person that you're with, right? Your actions also your actions affect the children. You know what I'm saying? People depend on you now, right? So if you can't trust yourself, why would you put other people in a situation to depend on you? Would you agree that's kind of selfish? I think it's very selfish. The best thing I think is to do is build your life up. Become somebody worthy of dating, right? You know what I'm saying? Because as a man, you want your family to look up to you. You want your family to admire you. You get what I'm saying? But you got to be someone that's worth looking up to. Someone worthy of being admired, right? And if you don't got your life together, right? You ain't working towards the goal. That's just hard to happen. It honestly is. I honestly feel like it's just very hard to happen. You get what I'm saying? Because we got to understand, the cost of living is continuing to go up, right? The cost of living is high. Then on top of that, bills and everything else is expensive. So if everything is already expensive enough, and you're not in a good position in life, why are you even thinking about dating? Seriously though, dating should not be one of your main priorities. Yes, you could date one day, but that one day you want to date is when you got your stuff together. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if you're in a career field, you move your way up. Yes, that's fine. If you're in college, yes, that's fine. But if you don't have your life figured out, you don't know what you want to do with your life, you might want to get that figured out first before you start dating. It'll save you so much stress in the long term, right? Because we got to understand that your actions do have consequences. So decisions that you make today will show years from now. So when you have kids too early, it can lead to poverty, right? When you don't got your own life together, you get a relationship, it can lead to a dysfunctional relationship. And it can lead to holding you back from doing what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? But think about it, though. When you got your life together, you got a game plan you're working towards, and you're doing a good job on that path, you can lead a family, you can lead a home one day. So yeah, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoy it. This video not meant to offend anyone. I put anyone down. But y'all, hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for many more videos to come. I'm out.